Okay, yeah, no one wants to hear that. Alright, let's see. These were from the original test. We're removing the MTLB because I just don't think it fits in the roster, and we're basically just writing up these dynamajigs. Yeah, should be good. Shooby-dooby. Honestly, I'm thinking just copying the infantry prices from the previous MCO. I think those worked really well. So if we just grab this. But yeah, no, let me compare things here. We can get rid of the quad bike because we're not gonna have any player transport. But let's see. I mean, it's a team leader. Yeah, RPG. Okay. TL. And rifleman includes SL. Then what we got here in terms of role? Grenadier, team leader.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Look at me, mom, 7-month-old, 3.
Give me 1 second. Machine gunner, AT specialist, 2 riflemen, AT and rifleman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, 9 men there. Leia, thanks for the 7-month resub. Hope you're doing okay. Always a pleasure to see you on the rare Sunday that I show up for those private ops. And otherwise, hope you're enjoying everything. Hope you get a nice kick out of this dev stream. And righto, Loke. Arma 3's evolved quite a bit, but the elements are still there, in my opinion. I'm just writing out everything. I'm pretty sure if we do, I included that. Yeah, the document's there. So if you want to follow along to what I'm building. Yep, so that's all of that. Just statics, I'm probably not going to do anything because statics are more defensive, and I haven't decided on what AO I'm even doing yet. And then I have to figure out price points for vehicles, which shouldn't be too bad. And it looks like I'm using 11 text-based font for that next section. So let's start looking at that. That would be, what did I do an attack car for? I also have to figure out what I want to do for Plinko, if I want to do Plinko. We did $5 per car. Yep. How'd I do the format? So I'll be tabbed out for a lot of this because I'm just doing documentation work and then we're going to do custom composition work. What I do for BRDM, let's see. I'll do 750. Alright, armed Vodnik. I'm also gonna price that at 5, because it's just, like a static turret version. Gun turret Vodnik, let's do 1250, because that gets a little more overpowered. I mean, those puppies are these two, and those two can, well, do some damage. Plus, this is going to be more mobile than the BTR-60, as well as... I mean, it's the same mobility as a BRDM, but it can be used as a transport as well. But then again, I think it just has the same issues, so I'm just debating. It would technically be cheaper just to get the BRDM, but I'm bundling it with the freaking BPPU autocannon, which is the same turret chassis they put on the BTR-80. So yeah, I'll just bump that. Because I know for a fact they're always going to get the frickin' autocannon version, knowing how bloodthirsty people are. Copy, paste, copy, paste. It's PPU, right? Yeah, BPPU. Oh, the BTR-90. I still think that's a 20 millimeter. It might be a 30. No, it's a 20. Okay. And then I need price points here, so I wanted to put this on par at 1250. And then the 90, I mean, it's more mobile than a BMP2, so let's do 1750. And then the BMP2, since it has everything in the same, we can do that as 15. And then the 3... probably jump up to 25. Alright. Looking back at you guys. Don's here, Zam's here, Falcon slipping tables, Total Guy's here. Chosen, how are you doing? Oh, Leia, right. Yeah, I need to... There's so many things I always have to catch up on, you know? Ay, ay, ay. so it's the same stuff there, but also has the PAT coax. Yeah, let me add that. Because I'm pretty sure that's on the 80 alpha. The 90. Menu making is a pain, you know? Because you gotta write everything out, give it a little bit of flair, yada-da. Alright, so the BMP3 is practically 3 weapon systems. There's no ATGM, it sacrifices that for a tank, so... With... small... Alright, then T-72. I mean, it's a tank, so in itself it's quite niche. And then you got the T-90, which is more up-armored. So we're gonna do... We'll do 2250 for the T-72. Because if the player base doesn't have proper AT, then it's going to be a mess. And then for this one, I'm going to bump it up to 30 because a Cup T90 is one of the most overpowered vehicles in all of Arma on its own. Like, it's... Nothing short of a Javelin can one-tap it. It's a monster. Oh my god. And then the Tunguska. I'll price that down to 25, but at the same time, if they get any air vehicles, it's going to insta-kill the air vehicles, so... Yeah, we'll keep it at 25. This is a light Pay4Pain anyway. It's one of our minor ones, so it doesn't really matter. I love my little descriptions for it. Alright, KA-60. It's just minor rocket spam. I'm going to put that at 20. Summons, MI8 is gonna be, because that, the frickin' super hind, quote-unquote, or, no, super hip. Yeah, it has a lot. It's pretty much a gunboat. And it also has the front PKT system. So much. Okay. P model has a 12.7 millimeter chin. Now, if I remember correctly, P model has the chin turret. Yes. Wait, no. I got them confused. The P model has the cannon. The V model has the chin strap. My bad. Alright. I decided I was going to stream this because I've noticed streaming does help motivate me, and then I had to deal with, everything on the morning. It's 4 rocket pods. Now, is that on both models, or... Yeah, so the P has 2 FABs. Cool. KA-50 and KA-52. Meant to be scout helicopters. Yeah, so the 50... Yeah, so they both have the 25mm cannon. Which I'm pretty sure it's a 20mm cannon. Summons... Oh, right, I need price points. We'll do 30 for the V, the 52s. Because I don't want to see too many of them spammed, but I know someone's going to go crazy. The 50 has... Yeah, the 50 has 4 AA. And the 52 has 12 ATGMs. Well, no, they're AGMs, because it's from the air. SU-25. And then the 34 is a fighter bomber. Oh, and there's a GeForce driver available for the graphics card. Joy. Okay, with medium range AA rockets. Yeah, that should be good. Now we have the specials. Oh, I love the specials. What did I call you? So I have to now define these. Sea Fox. Alright.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Where to even begin? Sea Fox drone. Fly and strafe. I'm gonna use the word hover, because fly indicates more speed. Hover is better for what the Sea Foxes can do. go. Actually, I'm going to shrink this down to 11-point text as well, just to keep it uniform with everything. With 40. Behind it. So, I mean, that's really just going to be the price of 4 T90s, and I'll put it cheap, so we'll do $100. The Sea Fox Fighter would be like a helicopter price. So with a single 23mm cannon, comparing that to like a KA-60, let's price that at $25 here. And then the bomber with that 127, I'm going to do 40 because that thing's just ridiculous. It's a glass cannon. I'm trying not to make glass cannons, but I mean, that thing is literally a glass cannon. It's so dumb, but it's a glass cannon. And that thing turns really quick too, which is surprising. All right, so that's everything caught up in the document. I still have to do all of my other specials, but now I'm trying to debate, because I was trying to wrap my head around the fact that we just unlocked like quite a few different possibilities here. So now I have to try to figure out how I'm going to make that work. And I think the first thing I want to do is a very simple Hainer system. Specifically that. But I can't seem to find it. Because this is the Tanoan version. Obviously, it's a lot smaller. Why do you elude me, larger Hainer? Why must you be so unfindable? Oh, you tease me. That's okay. I could also make something out of that, but general debate-wise... One second. Call me, I don't know. It's just a matter of... I actually don't know how to word. I would assume yes, but again, I don't really check stream statistics because I don't really care, if that makes any sense. Okay. Okay. Because now that we've unlocked rotationary issues, technically I can do something stupid like this. I'm going to call it something stupid like the pod. Now, another question I have is, can we make it a flyable thing if we put the drone in the middle? So that's going to require some testing, but I think theoretically this could work. We just need a 180 rotation on it because that's what it's set to in the pitch and yaw. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'd love to put a 26 system on top, or excuse me, a 6 system on it, which I think 26 and 6, they're interchangeable. So it would be something stupid like this as a flight model. Or, because I know it works, where is it? Where is it? It would just have to be tucked up far enough away. Oh. Oh, because I know, certain models don't work with it properly, but I guess theoretically... Oh, no. Oh. This is the yeah. This is the start of everything. Where it all begins and where it's all going to eventually end. The next variant of the war games. Oh, this is just bad. This is very, very bad. Okay. The USS Wargame gets a refit to the thickness class. I'm just... Oh my god. Oh, this is just evil. Alright, this is just gonna be a simple flight test. Oh my god. What would you... What was that called? The thickness... Pay4Pain, March 2022. Alright, that needs to be tested right away, because that is just... Mwah. It's horrible. Refit to combat the forward onto done. Missile batteries don't always work how you wish they would. Again, because artillery systems aren't used as direct fire systems, and you want to avoid rocket spam, but there are ways to do it. So yeah, there's it on concept with the simulation disabled, but let me try actually putting this puppy down. Because the one thing you have to be aware of is that is going to immediately auto-rotate back, but because we just learned how to get around that hurdle... why did... Oh, yeah, it was the wrong thing. Oh, God. Attach, detach. Wait, what does that even do? Oh. Interesting. So if you want to give them, like, smoke grenades and... Okay, cool. Learn something new about this damn game every day. Also, we can do attack dogs, which I am going to add to the special, because attack doggos. So that was 180 and 180. So this also means I can do that shape as long as I know what the rotationary widget is. So, I mean, we can just guess, technically, because before you then re-enable the simulation, you have to know the rotate object. So this, for example, is 180 and 180. So if I re-enable your simulation... No. Why is that not the case now? Because we did it with the rope. But now, why isn't it working? Alright. Is it because the simulation of this needs to be re-enabled? Yes, that's why. But it works. Now I need to do a flight test. Alright, so that's another mystery that I made and figured out. So the base item that you're attaching to has to have its simulation re-enabled for the effects to show, and you won't know you did the effects right until that happens. And we still have to do it to the other one, because watch this, if you do it after the fact, doesn't work right because of the attach command. But let me guess, you're now glitching out because these are attached to you. Yep. So that's not going to work for any flight models then, unless I manually drive it. But we can at least have the shape of the USS Wargames back to what it was because of these rotationary widgets. So silver linings, but with objects, it just makes things so much harder to utilize. Oop. So I'm just trying to think in terms of relative stuff here. Okay. The more you know. You can't attach hangers to the sub because then the flight module taking it goes infinitely upward, trying to avoid the hangers as a collision. And I don't know how to make them avoid that behavior. So I guess what we could then try to theoretically do is what if we put it in the back module like that? Like, how far can we take it? Essentially. Like, how far forward does it need to be? This would be the maximum range I could do. For this flight system to theoretically work. The little snub in the back. So that's just a 180 rotation on the Z coefficient, which I don't think is even going to be an issue. It doesn't even matter if it's the default one. But will that take off? It's going to be very, very nose heavy, though. But that's okay. So let's try that. If you think that looks amazing, just wait till we actually start putting the armament on it. And then I put some big freaking price tag on it because it's just disgusting. USS Thickness looking pretty phallic. Well, I mean, you're the one that wanted to name it the USS Thickness. You get what you pay for. Okay. So now we're going to go attach. And then before you initialize everything, you then go to rotate. This piece on the bottom, you want set to 180 and 180. And this one, you want set to 180 and 180. You then select everything, enable, disable the damage, and boom. Now let's see if she's still, if that's enough distance away from the hangers where she won't fly infinitely upward, which I think should be. Shut up, Zam. Yep, that's enough. And oh my god, based off of that distance, Theoretically, I could style it more, but I need to do a quick test. All right. Because I've always had an idea for this as ships, quote unquote. But I want to try it, and I need to... I need a windmill. Oh. What did I make, Don? God's work. And since I'm the god here in my own little workshop, I guess Liru's work would be the proper term. Is it far enough away? Because I could totally make something I've always wanted to make, but I've been limited because of that flight glitch, but because of how long I can make this thing. Style points. Style points. Oh. Railguns, the best I can do is T90s, which, if you think about it, I could put T100s on there instead, but they wouldn't be as
Send in Goat Team 6.
deadly,
now.
but oh my god.
Pay4Pain.
Pray for pain at this point. Dags, thanks for the 34-month resub, my man. Pray for pain indeed. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. And I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Now, does this, I think it won't. Yeah. It did do something. Oh, it turned it around, which actually I don't mind that at all. But we'll see if it resets itself. That was the wrong command. You do your attaches first. I'm saying this out loud for mainly me to remember as well. You then do this. You then enable the simulation, disable the damage. Oh my god. Oh, did I? Wait a second. Did I rotate you on accident? No. So why did that go off? Why did that completely misalign? Hold up. The other one's fine, so why did the other one misalign? Huh. Was that just an error in my judgment, or did something really weird just happen? See, that's the fun about having it spawned like this, though, is you can immediately check. Redo it in case you break it. Unless you don't waste something on accident. Because you don't know how this is going to perform. Only the Arma gods know how this is going to perform. Those are the gaudier gods. Yeah, so it moved forward a little bit. Because now it's deciding to reset. Yeah, it's flipping them over like that. Weird. And the only thing we introduced is that one object. Interesting. Maybe I did the top one instead of the bottom. It still makes no sense to me, but that's okay. Yeah, so I think I just did the wrong piece. But now the test, can it take off? Because then I am totally adding some fins to give it some, mwah. Well, Zam, every time I've done these tests, it's behaved properly on multiplayer settings, so it shouldn't be an issue because I've already thoroughly tested that, but we'll see. Go forward. Yes. You know what this means, right? It means I can have some fins. it means I can have some fins. So 270 in the central piece and 90 on the left. Oh, yeah. What are you looking at? God's work. Let's go with that. Anyway, now we need to make weapon systems on it, and we have a lot of room to put said weapon systems on it. Alright, well, obviously we're going to want a Tunguska. At the very least, some sort of Tunguska battery up top. Now, do I want to put them on the sides here? Like, I've got weapon slots here and here. Technically, what I could do is we could just have them kind of aligned on the side. But then again, less is also more, all things considered. So let's sort them on the rear like that. We need some sort of main cannon and auto cannon focus as well. So main guns, let's use the little slits that are right here for the main cannons. Because I've noticed with the past few iterations of the war games, the best weapons that seem to fire a lot are the tank cannons, followed by any auto cannons, and then AA defense you want to put on the rear. As well as any VLS systems, but that's from something specific that, from FIR, AWS, which I don't think we are going to have here. I could have some auto cannons on the rear as well, because these are going to be lifted up significantly, or I can put them along the wings. So what would be a good choice for that? Just weaponry considered. I think something sleek. Plus, I don't want it to change into ATGM framework. So let's actually do... Whoop. Let's do that. Oh, this is going to look so freaking cursed, though, when we try to make all the simulation attachments. Also, I need to do flight tests to see if anything gets turned too great of an angle and it shoots itself down. Now, another issue with having this thing really front-heavy is anything I put on the rear risks it getting shot at. Plus, I want to make sure if I put auto cannons on these steps back here, which actually these are slanted perfectly, so hopefully they won't engage each other. So we can do some auto cannons right there as well. I think the MP3s would be good because they have both a cannon and an auto cannon capability. So we can do that here, and we can kind of blend them in with the tail. So we can do that and that. Again, my fear is they'll turn and they'll hit the flight module, which the hitbox of the Prometheus will be able to stop some of that fire. But I'm worried about the autocannon damage bleeding through the hitbox and still causing damage. So the flight module, which is the MI6 here that's controlling the entire flight of the object, that's going to have to be set to invincible. I'm thinking one more Tunguska kind of in the center right here. But again, my fear is that twin autocannon is going to completely tear that rotor apart. But then again, I'll put it there for now because I think it's going to be tilting too far forward to be of any actual threat. And then, do I really have anything that can do rocket pod capability? I don't think so. We could theoretically do a cockpit system similar to the last Pay4Pain where I use little birds with 2 people inside to utilize the camera to guide in ATGMs. But I'm worried about the accuracy because something like this, let's be honest, it's best when both the player base and the vehicle can survive for a long time. So you don't really want heavily guided munitions that can easily one-tap, unless you're fighting air assets, because let's be honest, this is something that is going to shred the shit out of air, whether they like it or not. I could do a 127mm cannon refit, but I'd prefer not to do any more custom scripting on it, simply because it's already going to take a while between all the rotation commands. So what we could do is a twin... Yeah, and it gives it some ATGM capability, but mainly it gives it that chin rotor gun. So as like a minigun. That we could do. And we can extend these pods on the left and right. Plus, it's going to make it look really cool. Because we have more, you know, rotors on it. So those are sideways mounts for those guns. Mainly, again, the chin pod is what I want to be engaging stuff. So how many objects is that? That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Which is below my 20 limit. This is something else. Oh my god, this is something else. Yeah, they're 3-seater systems. RHS has some 2-seaters, but I don't know if Cup has it that way. Yeah, Commander and then Gunner. Wait. No, Gunner, okay. It's a very, very sleek version, but everything is within its place. And we don't have RHS, which means I don't have the ability to give it an RHS T14 shield generator. Which means rockets can still hit this thing. Which I guess for balance would actually be not too bad. So you're a 90, you're a 270 rotationary coefficient. Okay. Now the trick is, can we now transpose it onto... the rewrite? Oh, wait, no. Almost made a misstep here. Disable simulation. Because if I spawned it in and it doesn't have simulation disabled, yes, it is going to explode. It's going to violently explode. So the reason I haven't touched multiplayer settings yet is I'm still waiting on the new roster information for everything. By the way, checkpoint RP slotting is available. So, you know, if you're part of that channel, if you have an armor tag in my Discord, if you do !Discord, that is all ready to go. Oh my god, that is just terrifying. Alright, let's spawn one in and see what happens. First, does it spontaneously explode? The answer may surprise you. There she is. Alright, first thing you do is attach everything. Which it's going to look really, really wonky while you're doing this part. I miss the old Achilles version of Attach To, where you could put the module down on the side, and then you could select everything, and then hit the Enter key, and then select the thing that you wanted them all to attach to and hit the Enter key again. It made it so much easier. But as far as I know, Zen doesn't do it that way. Alright. So these rotations are going to stick unless I realign them. So the 4 rotations I have to do is this one. Crank it up to 180 there. This one. Bottom hanger. Crank it up to 180 there. This one, I believe, was the 90. So we're going to do... This is either going to be the right way or the wrong way, in all honesty. So we'll figure it out as we go, and then that's going to be 0. And then this one is going to be negative 90. And crank that down to 0. Now, I either did it the right way and it's going to look fine, or I did it the wrong way and it's going to be wonky as shit. Yeah, I did it the wrong way, so it's wonky as shit. So... I can't fix it then. Unless I delete it and redo everything. Or I could try... Let me get her in the air real quick. And then let me disable your simulation again. And now if I re-rotate you... Can this be fixed in flight? If I then re-enable the simulation? No. So once the first attach command goes, it's done for. Okay. So left has to be positive 90, right has to be negative 90. So let's try it again. So custom comp. And again, this is why I do it this way, so, you know, in case something happens, you can just respawn it and be done. You don't have to have it pre-spawn in the map, where it can, you know, get blown up at any time. You know, I probably shouldn't have deleted that, just so I could have a reference point, because I have the brain of a goldfish. So, watch this. I'm probably going to make the same exact mistake a second time. I'm going to go, oh, okay, I'm just dumb. Because, you know, I'm pretty fucking stupid. See, the one fear I have is if I accidentally detach something, but it's rotated, it'll keep that new rotation, which is why you have to make absolutely sure you're doing everything properly here. But I think I'm going to also, the next version, I'll have the crew in there prematurely, because it immediately takes off, and you're seeing it just nosedive into the ground instead. So we want to fix that. So, rotation-wise. 180 that. 180 that. And this one... I'm about to make the same mistake again. Okay. 90. Negative 90, which, again, I think I just made the same exact mistake again. But you know what? That's okay. I am. Yeah, I told you. I told you I would make the same exact mistake again. All right, well, other way around. Now let's see if I can honestly override it once that's done. Negative 90. Probably not, but hey. Let's see what happens. There we go. See, it does let me fix it. Oh my god, flight test time. This is my favorite part. And the other ones are rotating too. Oh my gosh, this is actually gonna look so dope. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Oh, that looks so cool. It actually looks like it's flying. Like, it actually looks like some crazy abomination of a flying thingy. Like, this is the closest I've gotten to something that actually looks like it's capable of flying somehow. It's a weaponized fidget spinner. Yes. Sure, let's go for that. Oh. Oh, I love it. I love it so freaking much. All right, let's go to the frickin' test, let's go to the test hangar here. I need a helicopter. Yeah, I want them with rocket pods. Let's, Seek and destroy. Alright, air combat test. Let's go. Where's my baby? Oh, she looks so beautiful. Oh god, the AA's firing. Oh god, the AA's firing. Oh! Oh! Here, the chin turret's on the side firing as well, but see, everything's rotating at angles where they won't hit each other, which is the most important part. And they're still being engaged by rocket pods. You're seeing them flare off. I just love these helicopters trying to maintain somewhat of a formation against an abomination itself. It's coming into view. You hear the autocannons on the tail firing as well. Why did someone just fall out? The commander turret bailed. Okay, yeah, so that's what I was a little worried about with the BTR-80 Alphas, because the RHS versions do it as well. So I'm going to make sure to cut those seats out in the next build. Ooh, they dodged a missile. All right. That says a group, and it just spawned one of them, which I find quite interesting, but okay.
Ready for orders. Ready Standing by. Ready for orders. Standing by.
Oh my god. I just want to see what happens here. Hey, you see autocannon rounds coming through. Those are distinguished tracers. It's just a monster. It's honestly just a monster. So one thing I am noticing, though, is the, it's definitely a vehicle that excels on the turns, not the nosedive forward, because then it doesn't get to utilize itself properly. But I just saw ATGMs fire from the helicopters as well. But I think the one thing I want to do now is actually make this thing mortal, with the exception of the flight module, because now I want to inspect what actually gets destroyed here in a large-scale fight. But yeah, this thing has a lot of capabilities. The one weakness it has, though, is when it's directly on top of you, it doesn't have anything that can fire back. But as soon as it starts making that cut back, that's when it can really start engaging you. And it does have capability of shredding. It's mainly focusing on vehicles, so it doesn't really work too well against infantry, but I think that's also because they're aggroing on these groups of strikers that are spread out like this. But in terms of, yeah, on that pass, it suffered little to no damage, which is quite nice. This is probably one of the most balanced builds I've ever made because of how much distance I have to spread everything apart with this weapon system. You can't make upside down Vics because the crew jumps out. If you put them over a rotationary degree of 10, then they just bail out. Or if it's an AI module like a drone, then it just ceases to function or fire. Yeah, so they're getting hits on the actual base of this, but it's not hitting any of the weapon modules, which is more accurate to how the player base will be engaging something like this. But I kind of like the low pace of this firefight as well, because you have to think about it in the player base's eyes. We don't want to see this thing just come in an insta-kill. Well, I don't. Well, you probably do, but I don't. Because then the player base just gets absolutely annihilated. I'd rather have this slow style attack of watching this thing come in like a shark and just slowly cut the player base down as the player base desperately tries to destroy parts of this system. I'm not going to say which community because we're having a DDoS issue right now, but I will say it's a community for tomorrow's operation. But yeah, no, everything fires back. That's another striker that was just hit, I think. And we do see one of the choppers has actually taken some damage. You can see some black smoke coming out of it. But no, I do like her AI. Look at that, just a bombardment of fire right there. And I love how all the infantry's hiding in here. I want to try to get some javelins out to see what the AI do with them. But the aggro range of this is also quite nice. But you are seeing them get some hits. I think you just heard an ATGM go out as well. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, did they miss? They might have missed. It can dodge javelins? Are you telling me this thing can freaking dodge javelins? Oh my God. Yeah, and then if you keep it stranded like this, then you let all the weapons platform fire broadside. Whoop! These more javelins coming in? Look at the freaking... These silly little javelins trying to get close. And then they blow up in the air because it can outrun javelins. Oh. Oh my God. They can freaking outrun javelins. incredible. That's actually incredible. The Titan and the Javelin system are practically the same. All right, here we go. The first wave. It's gonna make everyone aggro on it. Oh my god, the lag of having them all try to lock onto something. Ah, they're losing the lock. Oh, that's funny. They can't even lock onto the damn thing. Oh, this is beautiful. This is actually beautiful. What do you guys think for price? Because this is gonna be... This is probably... I say this about every one of them, but just seeing the test here... This is definitely one of the most dangerous ones I've built. Why are you... Oh, you're rolling. Amazing. 200 easy. I mean... 200 gets you 4 Toad... 8 Toad T90s on tractors. Oh god, there it is. Is it still clear infantry? That still hasn't lost a module yet. And they're not even aggroing on it. Oh my god. That sheer amount of fire. Oh. Central hit to the MI8s. I think something ricocheted and hit both. But after what, like 6 passes? 7 passes? Plus that looks cinematic as hell. And she's still fighting back. See, because another thing that these hard points tell in terms of stories, if those BTR 80s get hit, for example, it looks like part of the wings are on fire. And it's this striker still gunning for it. Oh, that just looks beautiful. I just want to see the javelins go at it. Yeah, and the tanks are firing back at it, and they're doing damage. But again, it's freaking cup tank rounds are just massacres. That made no sense what I just said. What I meant to say is tank rounds for cup are really, really crazy. Looks like the Central Tunguska unit also took damage. Because it's set to purple. Looks like it lost its commander, so it can still gun at close range. But please, for the love of God, I want to see another... Oh. Oh, God. Now that's terrifying. Whoop! That one striker's still kicking, though. I'm just curious from a player POV if you were to take AT out. Oh god. It's starting. And it's gonna fly right towards the javelins. It jams javelins, except I think it got that one. So as long as it's moving, it can jam javelins. And there's an example of them engaging infantry. That's incredible. Yeah, so if it wants to do evasive fire like that, it dips a little bit, but there's an example of it getting close. Oh, that guy doesn't exist anymore! That guy doesn't exist anymore either! So yeah, that one little issue is that dip, but... Oh, that's beautiful. It's currently in the process of making people unalive. Plus the way the smoke effects work around it because they're blown by other wind effects as well. And the windmills are also blowing some of that smoke forward. All right, I just want to see from this perspective, what does this look like if I put it actively on a drive system? That looks pretty dope. All right. I'm happy with that. What the hell did you just throw at me, woman? Why did you throw a stress ball at me? Hi, boo. Oh, and she gone. All right. Time to... I'm putting this at 750. Okay, like, this thing's just... It's a murderous piece of I don't even know. All right. Hi, boo. Hey, pff. Yes. Hi. How are you?
What's this phallic-looking object you have here?
It's the USS War Games extra thick, or thickness refit. I'm gonna call it the extra thick refit, actually. I like that a little bit more.
I don't like that.
Well, sucks to be you.
Extra thick refit?
Yes. Fine, thickness refit. Fuck you.
Call it the double XL.
No. Keeping that name for something else. Later.
What is it? The USS War Games.
Yeah, so that's...
Daddy's favorite.
Shut up. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yes, that's the negative 90. That's the regular 90. Okay.
The USS guy tells you not to worry about.
Get out of here. What? Stop throwing things around this computer.
How dare you!
Can I work, please? Can I please work? All right. Let's see. We have 2 tanks, 2 BMP3s, 3 Tunguskas, 2 Mi-24V models. Sure. Just, I'm still working, Boo, so I'll shred them after the stream.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I have a meeting.
Yep. To an MI-6 flight system with... Can I help you?
I'm looking at your list.
Go watch the stream.
I am watching the stream.
Go watch it from a terminal, not the source, woman.
This is the most at stream I can possibly watch. Do you want me to like stare at you? That's how close. That's how much I can watch the stream.
Now, I'm not one for domestic violence, but...
Domestically violate me? Ooh.
I'm sorry, can you say that into the microphone?
Ooh.
No, what did you say before that?
You go.
What the hell?
What?
Honey,
Honey?
don't you have a meeting?
I do, in a little bit.
Then what are you doing?
I'm apparently being domestically violated.
That's not what I said. I said violence.
Oh, same diff.
What the? Why? Okay. Hello. Cool. All right. Don't you? Why are you trying to make me horny right now? We're
I'm not
streaming.
trying to do anything. I was giving you kisses.
Making out with
Domestically violated, right?
That's not what I had in
Domestically
mind. Woman. Okay. Are you okay?
Yes.
All right. Can I go back to work now?
Sure.
Thank you.
No, this leg is mine now.
No, how am I? Okay, let me try to.
This is mine now.
Cool.
This is my leg now.
Okay, so it has 3 Tunguskas, 2 BTR-80s. Tungus. Shut up. Shut up, Miss Horny. 3 Tunguskas. VTR-80As, yeah, and then why? 2 Mi-24Vs, and I think that's it in terms of weapon system. No, don't put 2 fingers in front of your mouth, make a V, and then lick it, you goober. Why?
You don't appreciate me?
I do appreciate you. Just
Thick. No, you should put it thick with 4 C's. War Games thickness. The thickness should be without a K. It should be with
4 C's. Okay, you know what? You're the boss. Whatever. There we go.
thickness.
Chat, I need other ideas for custom compositions before my mind goes blank.
Make them all horny.
What do you mean make them all horny
Make 'em all
theme?
phallic.
Why are you horny today?
I'm not horny.
Really? Oh, man. What am I getting myself into?
Make a bomb, like a bag bomb. So like get like a bag and just toss a bunch of bombs in it. Call it a ball sack.
Get out! No! No!
Or like
You know what? Yes, we're gonna make a Beyblade.
a Beyblade.
Yep.
I'm cool with the Beyblade, but spell it Bay as in B-A-E.
Anyway. What do you think, chat? Should we make them out of KA-52s? Because I don't want to do KA-50s because the AA system. Or do you want to do them out of MI24s? I think I'm gonna smack you.
Go ahead. Harder, Daddy.
Are you good?
Oh, you're stupid. Mommy, likey dummy. That's a Hasman Hotel, not Hasman Hotel, Hell of a Blast reference. Just saying.
I swear
I
to God.
broken him. I broken him. Chad, I broke him.
I swear to God. Why are you like this?
Why am I like what?
What is up with you today? Is this the new normal? Can it be?
Oh, sorry.
I think
I'm working. I'm sorry. But then I start making sexual innuendo, and all of a sudden I'm welcomed. I see how it is.
well, you started by literally throwing a stress ball at my
It was
face.
called attraction. It's how I show I love you. It's biting.
Is this because I've been
it's
showing you
biting,
Star
right?
Trek and we got through an episode where it said where Worf said for Klingons if the female likes you she starts throwing things and I have to learn how to duck? Is that what this is?
Growl.
Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna do a Beyblade. It's gonna be.
Beyblade. Let it rip.
I'm trying to think. Like everything rotated slightly downward here.
Stack two on top of each other.
No, because then they endlessly fly because they have a collision issue with each other.
No, like flip one upside down. And
You can't flip it upside down, otherwise it doesn't fire.
So you can't make them do missionary.
No, I can't make them do missionary.
Oh my God, they're touching tips.
They're-
Wing tips.
I swear to God.
Oh, they're touching tips.
It's gonna be a fourth one. What is... Do I need to stop the stream and give you some attention? Is that what this is?
Pinky helicopters.
Is that what this is?
We got them.
What time's your meeting?
Gyrate. It's at 4 o'clock.
So you have 24 minutes.
No.
What do you mean no? What do you mean no?
No, I don't.
No, you don't?
Okay, free after.
You clearly want attention now, though.
No, I don't. I'm just bugging you.
Really now?
Today's letter of the day is S for sadistic.
Swear to God. Woman.
Did someone just say dick that brat? Fuck you. Fuck you.
Chat's not having it today.
So you should call the Beyblade dick that brat.
Whoa! Honey! I swear I'm gonna end the stream. I'll be back in like 20 minutes or at the top of the hour.
No, it's fine.
No, you're gonna run?
Yes, I'm running.
I like it when she runs.
No, I'm very bloody. And it's not like I was looking at a bondage rig to tie you down to the bed and everything. Oh, no, someone sent this.
So she's in a mood because she was looking at a bondage rig for the bed, apparently. You have anything else to add, honey?
Lies and slander.
Lies and slander. Yeah, you hesitated, though, for quite a bit because you didn't expect me to actually come up here and say that on the mic, did you? Do not throw the ball at me! That would have hit my face if I didn't smack it out of the hand. What the fuck? You can't grab it and then throw it point blank. Stop it! Oh my! Now she's She's deliberately throwing it against my crotch. This is kind of weird.
Oh, I wasn't, but I can if you want.
No, I really don't want... No! You're not getting it back.
No!
Nope, you're going up to your meeting
I
now.
want my ball.
You're not...
Well,
Wait, no! Wrong ball, woman!
I want my ball.
You can't grab that while I'm streaming!
But I grabbed my ball.
Yes, because I gave you the other one. Are you good? Why are you smacking my jiggle? Ow! Stop throwing things at me! Are you good? And she just licked my nose. All right, get out of here. God. Freaking. What? No. Why are you stripping? Be right back. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to making this custom composition. For those of you new to the channel, welcome. That happens once in a while. Don't worry about it. Let's just get everything aligned, shall we? Yep. And pardon the fact I'm out of breath. Don't worry about it. Don't read into it. Okay. An MI-24 Beyblade. Whew. Anyway, let's go ahead and get that tested. And then I need to write down in my notes. Well, I can do that after. Right now, we're just on the drawing board for things, right? I disabled the simulation of that before I saved it, right? Let me check if I did. Do you think these complications... Do you make these compilations public on Steam? No. Because they're not really... Then I'd have to list out all the dependencies. It would literally be like 5 times the work to implement something that took me 1/5 of the time. And I'd rather have these streams go and inspire other people to make their own, you know?
6 now.
Malin, thank you for the 43-month resub. Hope you're doing okay, and I hope you didn't just listen to whatever might have just happened on the stream. Liru's Little Adventure, what, you clipped it? F14 auto... Oh yeah, Falcon's playing DCS.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
And Dur Demand, thanks for the 3-month resub as well. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. I'm scrolling up to make sure I didn't miss anything. Someone did bits somewhere. I don't remember where. Saying I forgot to mute my mic. I mean, I wasn't saying anything overtly horny. But you know what I should do? I should go bug her on her meeting and see how, see how she likes it. I fucking will, woman! She heard me. I'll fucking do it again. Still annoyed your TTS didn't go through? Aw, I'm sorry to hear that, Mound. Sounds like a me problem, not gonna lie. Okay. I see how it is. Alright, MI24 Beyblade. See, that is why you have to disable the simulation, because otherwise that happens. Where'd the fourth one go? Out of curiosity. Oh, that one's all the way back there. Huh, neat. Let's go fix that real quick. Which DLCs for Arma 3 should you get that are worth it? A lot of communities out there use Apex. At the very least, that's one of the older 2016 ones. In terms of newer ones, there's some communities that are starting to use Global Mobilization, Western Sahara, or Prairie Fire CDLC. I know for a fact for communities, you won't need to get Iron Curtain, or whatever Iron Dome is, because it's nothing new, in all honesty. And then Contact is cool if you'd be into like a, you know, an Aliens experience, but done a completely different way that you don't really see in any other game. And beyond that, personal preference. Yeah, no, I agree. Prairie Fire is probably the best DLC out there. Like, that one is the Unsun community making making their mod a CDLC, but then improving the quality even further. It's pretty dope. Anyway, going back to this, just resaving on that. Now, let's try her out again. Actually, no. So we'd want the pilots to be pre-spawned in. I need the 2 pilots on the war game. Okay, yeah. I'm getting ahead of myself. I apologize. So I want the 2 in there. And then we're going to want 2 on each of these. Now, here's the thing. The 24 is a glass cannon. So I'll probably I'll price that pretty cheaply, because if one of these blows up, usually the other 3 blow up with it. And I'm not going to set the drone to invincible. So you could just technically one-tap it if you hit it in, like, the perfect spot, but the odds of that are pretty low. But let's see. So this one we're saving over that, and then this one we're saving over that. Now let's test it out. Oh, why are my DMs exploding? Because a bunch of people are getting checkpoint RP requests last minute. So I think based off of those and the amount of DMs I see there, we'll probably be up to 40 people, which is about half of the slots for checkpoint RP, so I have a few days to figure out how I'm going to get that filled. That shouldn't be too bad. I can lock out some certain slots. Let's see. Testing. There we go. So the point of this is these utilize their AGMs and their chin straps to still be deadly against vehicles and other stuff. And the attachment's always funny. Wait, what? Oh, right. Simple flight test, so it doesn't go infinitely up in the air, because it shouldn't, theoretically. Now, isn't that just the jankiest thing? Another thing I could do, though, is, it doesn't make them actually go, though. So I do these go, but that does not. Maybe because it spawns in the air, so it auto-triggers them. So let's try that. Because that's a scripted feature. So what if we do this? We lift it to the level that it's on for that, because these ones are automatically flying, and we right-click attribute. This will be something else I learned that's new. That's why I like doing this so much, because every time I do a new iteration of Pay4Pain, I always learn new things for advanced builds, for boss units, for any general campaigns that I want to use in the future. Well, Malin, here's the thing. You can't spawn them in with variables, though. Because you can't assign a variable to them in a custom composition unless you can. But I don't think you can, is my point. Yeah, so now they're in the air, they're automatically flying like that, so let's see if that reverts in. So that would then be that. Curious, if we put it in the air, then yeah, it auto spins. And that's how I think we can get all of them spinning at once. Because if you put it high enough to trigger that, what if you just enable simulation? Yeah, so you just do that. Oh, man. They all spin! It's the Beyblade as God intended. All right, let's do a quick little test here. You gotta make sure you don't have flat terrain, otherwise it might hug the terrain and throw things off of alignment when you lift them like that. That's so funny. Alright, I need some blue 4 dudes. Let's do...
Čekám. Připraven. Připraven. Na cestě. Na cestě.
So now I get to spin. And I'll have to sit down with you and talk about that, Malin, but that'll have to be at a later date. Yep, there's the AGM. But it missed. Now here's the fun thing I want to do. Oh god, it does rocket pods too. It'll actually do the rockets. Now, out of curiosity, You know, you're right. It has a low chance to hit, but it's the cinematics and the large set scale AoE that you want. Which, again, we're here for cinematics, because that's what the viewer base really wants here. And I don't want to outright murder the player base, but I mean, it works. And it still annihilates. Ooh. Trying to get the drone out. Yeah, they're not set to invincible, so they are doing damage. And it constantly is shifting back and forth between going left and right. It's changing cannons, but yeah, with accurate fire, it's doing quite a bit there. By doing the back and forth there, it toggles between pods. Oh, it's beautiful. All right. Now I got a price point. Similar to the Toad Tractor. It's more of a glass cannon asset. So how much do I charge for 4 Mi-24s? For 4 Mi-24s, we do 30. So this I'm going to price at... We'll do 60.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Summons, All right. And I spelled Beyblade wrong. I always spell that wrong. Price list is in the mission. And I'm just doing enemy stuff right now. I haven't set up what the friendlies have and whatnot, because I'm debating a few other things, like the land boat. I just have no idea, like, what vehicle is going to constitute that, but, you know, a ground base 127, but I want to make a boat. I want to make a boat so bad. No, it's B-E-Y, not B-A-Y sound. That's the mistake I keep making. Where am I from? United States. Czech Republic's nice, because that's where Bohemia's based, so. Oh, man, that's a lot of requests. Give me 1 second. I'm going to tab out and handle slotting requests real quick. For Checkpoint RP. So, Militiaman. Yeah, I am going to do a land ship. Just give me the USS boat. Yes, the USS not a boat. Hell yeah. But let me get through these DMs. Otherwise, they're going to pile on and people are going to fight for slots. Because some are very limited. For all of that. The Night of Wizard teasing me with pictures of one of his newer maps coming out. All right. Sorry, just, you know, juggling so many different events, getting everything sorted. people around. Cool. All right, that's all set. Now, there's still a lot I have to build here in terms of stuff here, like reservations. I need the special section for actually editing skills. I got to debate if I want to do Plinko, and if I'm going to do Plinko, what am I going to do Plinko with? Probably just random Russian vehicles. So let me get this section in. And this is going to be 50. Yeah. Need to help the player base section. And we'll do a breakdown of that too. But yeah, we'll be working on this all of today and tomorrow anyway, so. And then I'm rolling over the fire teams and AT teams from the last one into this one. Okay. That should be good. All right. I mean, this is really simple. All we need is something that's going to take a lot of like track time to actually work, but then have no munition of its own. So I'm thinking the slowest Vic we could probably do it with is like a T-72. But I'm debating. But I want to be able to follow roads. So actually like a BTR-60 would be the best choice. And then I just cut all of its munition. Or you just do a single driver seat. And then him specifically is going to be careless hold fire because I don't want him reacting. And this is actually where an attached to symbol would be perfect because we can just... Unga. So I gotta be a little careful with that then because that means... Yeah, let's just line up those symbols. Disable simulation. So let's see. Edits, attributes... That's not what I want. We want enable simulation. Right click, attribute. So another thing I need to quickly do actually is I need to have a little bit of space. That way I can differentiate the two symbols. Save. I spelled Russian Ron. Amazing. Then remembering my format here. Excellent. Let's quickly do a test of it just to make sure it works properly. Yeah, Falcon, I stole that from you. I'm sorry. Do you have a favorite list of mods for Discord? That'd be an interesting section to make, Tim. I don't, but yeah, I could. I know you stole it from Dante. Ah, I see. Here's the question. How much is a freaking boat worth? You know what I mean? Like, what do we do with a freaking boat? And then I want to make a super tank out of this thing. I just have to figure out what I want to do with that specifically. How's life? Life is... It's alright. Could be better, could be worse. But, you know, we're working. My one fear is as soon as I attach it, it's going to do a glitch I saw with another custom comp where it's going to immediately go inside. So let's, okay, it didn't. Cool. So,
Уже в пути. Выполняю.
technically BTRs are amphibious as well. Yeah, righto, Scott. Hope everything's A-okay. Bro, it's a boat. It's a literal freaking boat.
Waiting. Waiting.
Oh god, yeah, the cannon shoots all right. It shrugged the hit off, though, because it's an M1A1 Abrams, which are literally, like, unkillable gods. Because of how freaking damage works in Cup. Oh my god. So, hypothetically, if we were to have some infantry around, does the Sea Whiz gunner... They both fire at infantry. Oh. Oh no. And they're very picky about who they target. Okay. Now, what if I had you turn around? What is that gonna look like? Yeah, just fuck that one guy in particular, apparently. See, land boats are really, they're really picky about the environment. They don't want to disrupt things, you know? Oh my gosh, they spin! They spin! Oh, they spin while they're driving! Oh, it's adorable! And then they stop when the BTR stops! Oh, it's adorable! Oh, they're all dead. That's not adorable. It's the little things in life, guys. Okay. Hypothetically, how many Abrams does it take
Ready for orders.
to kill a boat?
Вас понял.
Okay, let's do it mathematically. Gunner. Cannon. Cool. How much damage did that do? I see. They're just trying to drive away. One last thing I want to test real quick, and I'm going to go put this... See, now, it's a 60, right? So technically, guys, here's the cool thing about the boat, though. And let me... I want to do a quick test. I think it has physics to sink. So if I were to grab that and put that here, if I were to... let me drain all your ammo so we don't have any ammo or fuel cook-off. But if I end key you, it'll sync with it. But I'm pretty sure the BTR will also actually sync. Yeah, so I think it's just stuck on in the texture there itself. But with the BTR, I know it'll sync as well, because that's how I would make static ships sync, because they don't have a syncing ability. But the one thing I do want to test real quick is... helicopter.
Sempre avendo.
Ooh, Mi-35s.
Sempre avendo.
Ah! Oh, there's the Seafox AA system. Okay. Let's one second. Let me adjust that. Okay. Give me a plane. Now I want you to go bomb that. Okay. No, it did a good chunk of damage, so I need Big Boom Boom to try to blow this up. So why aren't you engaging? You're the drive module. What about you, the ship? Why aren't you aggroed? Shoot. Shoot them. Shoot them now. Yeah, no, legitimately, why isn't...
Вас понял.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
It's flaring, which means it's actually getting a lock. There we go. Oh, God, yeah, there we go. Holy crap. It's even doing the spinny spin. There goes my... Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on a second. How do you die, do multiple 360s, then drop an M82 dummy bomb at a completely different angle that then goes and blows up the ship? Can you explain that to me, chat? Can you explain that? Because I can't. He's clearly a Sigma man. Yeah, sure. All right. Fucking hell. All right. Let me just jump back to our funny little creations here. These are the sea foxes. They fly. This is our... Yeah. Yeah. It just works. It just works. It just works. That's damn son. All right. I mean, what's it specifically called? You are an Anzac class frigate. Tied to a drive so it can drive on land and use its 7mm cannon. Turret and see. I'm struggling for a price point. Nothing's coming at me immediately. I'm thinking for a boat, for a big boat, let's do 150. See, because this also opens the door because this has a twin 23mm system, and I can always put stuff on top as well. And then, you know, it can just be like a super tank. €2. Yeah, right. Next thing I know, you literally have 500 of these driving around my player base. Is like, what the hell is going on? And then I want a special helicopter system as well, because I like to use these little fins here for 23mm and shit. £2. My bad. Sorry. You're right. That's a pound symbol, not another symbol. I need to come up with some crazy counters for the player base to work with here, because this is just ridiculous what I've made so far. Absolutely ridiculous. But here's the deal. I'm going to go harass Bloodwing now, because she was harassing me while I was streaming. I'm going to take a break and start templating out the player base VIX, which I think we're just going to be simple and give them United States vehicles for counter pieces. Because that'll give them access to Avengers, but I'm going to be really picky with which specific VIX I give them. Unless there's an Ion PMC section, which there might be, yeah. But it's very limited. So I can mix US and Ion as well, but again, I'll be very specific with what I give them. And I also need to understand that a lot of this stuff can insta-kill those VIX. So the VIX for the helping the player base are going to be very cheap compared to last time where they were more expensive because they'll need it. Yes, Scott. It's just we're on a hold right now because I'm looking into some things, but we'll know more about it later on. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Cooperate operationally. We'll be back in a little bit. Otherwise, cheers and have a good one.